See, look, here, me and Pete, we use each of the tools. I'll use these to what? He uses my Festool, look. There's love in the camp wherever we go. Hey, good morning guys. It's Tuesday morning. We got here really early because the architect and the client have made a few amendments on the drawings. We need to get a new set of drawings printed up and then get them laminated. I'm just checking from the new drawings to the old drawings to just make sure everything's been done as the client's requested. So I can see everything's been done. There's been a measurement now put in between those two walls. The curved wall has actually come out of this position here now. They've made the ensuite slightly bigger from the existing drawing before, so it looks really, really good. Downstairs as well, the pantry wall actually moved as well, so that's now looking, it's in the right location. And the last thing is the WC move. So now I'm happy with this drawing, which was agreed now with the client and the architect and Andrew. Fair play to Andrew Hartshaw, and check him out. Really good architect locally, works all over the UK. He's got franchises all over the UK. But it allows me now to get that printed off, and then we can start getting on with the stud work today. So that's the main key thing. So let's go into the print room and start doing that now. The rest of the office is all networked up, but the only thing I can't network up is this, or I haven't worked it out yet. It's something I need to do. I've had this for years. I was given this by a very dear friend, Dan Rickett, who's another architect. He was updating all his printers. It's a really old printer, but it's absolutely brilliant for what we do. We don't print off thousands of drawings, so what we do is we print off the drawings here, we laminate then all the drawings, and then any trimming off we then trim off on here as well. So print, here we go. So hopefully now that's sent to the printer. There we go. So yeah, it's been a really, really busy week so far, and it's only Monday. So, but yeah, you can see how quiet it is. Look, the offices, nobody's in the offices. It's very quiet. So they'll be in all later on. They've got a lot of stuff to do this week because we've got a few shows coming up actually. We've got a lot going on actually in the media side, doing a lot of videos for different companies and things like that. So it's been really cool, really exciting journey actually, YouTube and the whole media sort of thing. Met some amazing, incredible people, and it's just been absolutely fantastic. So if you're thinking of going onto YouTube and obviously sharing your knowledge, then get on there and do it, because it's just one of the most rewarding things in the world, I think. So there we go, here's the latest drawing. This job's been a really good job actually. So a lot of challenges on this job. You know, we the first 2.5 months we just had rain continuously every day. Now obviously, you know me, I like to be ahead. We're now ripping out all of the existing floorboards that the client wanted to keep in here and here and here. I think he realised it's going to be a better job if he allows us to obviously put all new chipboarding flooring through, which he's now quite happy to do. So we'll glue, screw all that down as well, which will be absolutely brilliant. So we're going to work out all the full measures. We're then going to send all the prices out. We've got the ply for all the bathrooms, got that organised and sorted out. Because then once we rip off all of this floor, and then we can actually get all of this floor then down with the plywood down, mark out all the stud to make sure he's happy with where the stud work location is going to be. And then we can actually crack that out within a week, get all the floors, all the stud work up, and then obviously we can then concentrate on the downstairs here and get that sorted out, because there's some walls that have got to be put in around here. I want to get all the stud up, get this finished off, get all the door linings in that we need to. So there's a lot of work to do in the next week and a half, but you know, to be fair, we'll just get it done. There we go. Boom. So now the drawing's been printed off, I can actually now laminate. There we go. And hopefully it'll start to come out on the other side. Yeah. There we go, guys. Let's crack on, let's get going. I've just sent off a list of materials to Hughes Grain and MKM. Now, some of the things that people might say is, Tone, why don't you have any loyalty to one company? Because business is business, and the way I look at it is that you have to save every penny counts. whether it's 1p, 2p, 3p, 5p, whatever. At the end of the day, money is money, so it's really important. That's why I tender all of my materials out. I don't just go to one merchant. Some people actually believe that they should just form alliances with one merchant, but the problem I found with those merchants doing that is that they get complacent, or they get like kind of, they start to take it for granted that you're always going to go there for their business. And I actually think that's a bad thing, because what happens is that they then start to tweak the prices up. I know this happens because you'll be buying a load of products and all of a sudden you'll talk to somebody and they're paying X, Y and Z for plywood, or they're paying X, Y and Z for that. And then you go back to them and you're saying to the particular guy that you're buying off, or you do an internet search and you can get it cheaper, and you say, well, why am I not getting favourable rates as I would normally? And they'll come up with every excuse, but then, you know, I think this is it. They have no loyalty to you. They'll try and increase the price if they can. The other thing I do notice is that they'll increase the prices on invoices 1 week, and then another week will be a different price again. So, you know, if there was consistency and that you knew what you were paying, then absolutely fine, but that's why I always keep tendering out. So guys, we're going back to the job. We've done the relevant call-off list that we need to be in front of the project, and we've just actually had the 2 quotations land from Hewers Gray and MKM. Now obviously, when I tell you who's cheaper, it's not always the case, okay? So, but fortunately, MKM were dearer by 120 quid. Now, £120 is a lot of money. Obviously, Hewers Gray lost the quotation last time. They were slightly dearer, not by that much though, they were dearer by about 40 quid. But obviously, this time round, MKM have priced it, obviously what they've got in stock. And yeah, so they're £120 difference. So it's better to have that £120 in your pocket than their pocket, isn't it, guys? So there you go, boom. Well, I'll tell you what, let me take your chipboard flooring now. Okay. And then you get the other stuff ready. I'll take the chipboard flooring, I'll take the flooring, so at least it means I can get on, start laying floor. 30 with it, mate? 35. 35, so I'll load those up now. Dig that out, find the 8x2, mate, yeah? And
I'm certain we ain't got the 8x2, we'll have 4.2s instead.
Have you got 3 metre? So I counted these, you see. 1, 2, 15, sorry.
It's 31 there.
Yeah, it's 31 there, then I can soon grab the others, can't I? Just don't forget, I might even run out of room with height, because I'm going to have to strap them in, right? Yeah. So what I'm thinking is I'll put those on first, put the ply then on top, 18 mil. 4 sheets, yeah. Okay, so you'll see me do now. So I'll get this ratchet strapped here first. So, can't go anywhere, that's that one. Pop it off. And then I'm going to go over to that one. Come over there, come back here to another ratchet strap just here. One thing I do with these straps, I do cover them in WD-40 every couple of weeks or a month. Just to make sure. There you go. Happy with that now. There we go, I'll do. Boom. Guys, the reason I'm doing this is that these centres aren't going to then change. They're a little bit all over the place, so I'm just marking them where they are. And then tomorrow James can tack it across there, James can get all the noggins in. So I'm just setting up these now. You can see me marking them earlier from over there. You can see they're quite a bit out actually. And you can see I'm not driving these screws all the way home because I want to get sure I can definitely easily move it.
mate. It's tight. Do you know what's tighter than that? James' pocket. Your measurement there, I've got to make sure my measurement's coming through here, mate, okay? Because what we're going to do is these 3 joists here, mate. So we're going to do that like that. That's it, get a couple of screws in here, you see now. Cushions come out, mate, for me old granddad knees, mate. When I was young, your age, somebody said to me, make sure you get some cushions on your knees. And I ignored him like you're ignoring me now. And now I'm suffering. Had my tuna salad today, James.
Again?
Oh, I'm loving the tuna. I feel super healthy at the moment, James. Except for that fry I had yesterday.
What about them chocky biscuits?
Chocky biscuits. I ain't had it. So what we're going to show James now is we're going to do, the client wants a load of curved walls in the property. So what we're going to do is we show James how to do a quick trammel, how to just set it up, measure, get the inner radius, then the outer radius, because obviously that signifies the depth of the actual 4x2, but you'll see the process we're going to do now. So basically what we're going to do, trammel, the quickest way I always do it, mate, give yourself a decent pinpoint. I'll use that as an edge there, line myself here like that. That'll then be the point where I'm just going to put the screw in, you know. Same with this one here. There we go, look at that, there you go. Now all I'm going to do is put myself a screw in there, mate, okay? Just so it comes through, there you go, see it? Now I'll just push it through enough like that, just so I can guide it on. So now I've got that point, I'll measure the first radius, which we said was 300 mil, didn't we? There's 300 to there, okay? The other one I'm going to do is, was that 96, mate? 94, isn't it? So I'll then mark 94, okay? 94's there, so that's that one, okay? And then the other measurements I need are from there, 600, and then 694, which is there. So now I've got those. What I'm going to do is square that up. It's a nice square piece, isn't it? Now obviously you can see that's my centre point there, James, yeah, so I'll show you something now. So all I'll do is just use my hand like that and just guide it all the way down. So that tells me that's where my drill line's got to be, isn't it, for the pencils to stick through. I'll do the first one, see it? Push that into there. There's my first arc, okay, nice. Second one, same again, pinpoint, there we go. Now what I want you to do, I want you to do those two over here, mate, okay? That's it, mate, keep going, keep it nice and flat, that's it. Boom, there you go, first one.
So is that to do the shower tray, is it?
Yeah, that's because the client wants these curved, lovely walls, you see. And the quickest way we're going to make these curved walls up with this 4x2, that's why it was 96 mil. Because when we put the stud work up, you see, now you're going to draw the other one, like over there. It'll do that, you see. And it will come to the outer, so it basically gives us a nice curved line to go to. So you'll now just do, that's it. Job done, mate. Line it in that hole properly again, make sure it's the same hole. That's it, mate. That's it, mate. Lovely, that's it. What you've got to remember, your strike line, because obviously the quarter of the circle is at this point here, isn't it? You see it?
Yeah.
So that's your line where the other stud work's going to come up to, okay? So you can actually, when you know that you're doing the template, you'll take your noggin up to here, like that, and then that will just latch onto the other piece of stud work and then screw in, you know what I mean, okay, mate? That means it secures it all, okay? Easy as pie, innit, mate? So once we've now cut that out, and cut that out with jiggy, cut that out with jiggy, do you know how to bisect that evenly?
No.
So the way of bisecting this, yeah, is what you'd do is that you would always go past the halfway mark. You know, you can estimate where halfway is, can't you, yeah? So what you would do is say, right, okay, past halfway, if I go there onto this corner edge here like that, yeah? So I'd say go to this one here, can't you, yeah? So undo that pencil there, push it into there. So you put it on that point again, like that. And then what you do is called arcing, and this is what you do, is you're dividing something quickly, yeah? Instead of trying it, and then obviously here, do that, come to here like that. Same again, longest point there. That obviously goes there, that comes there, look, there you go. So instantly now, if I strike that, that's divided exactly in two. There, that's dead on 45 degrees, so that now, mate, categorically. And if I wanted to bisect that, do the same again, go that point, just go slightly past the halfway line, it bisects that, and then that way you can get your 4x2 nice and equal without trying to keep measuring it, you understand? Okay. Because the one key thing with clients is that communication, yeah? So if you then sit down and talk with them, well, not sit down, but stand up there with them, draw it out and say, right, are you happy with this radius or that radius? Because obviously they know they want a curved wall, but they don't really know what they want, you know? So that's why I said, right, there's a 300, there's a 450, there's a 500, there's a 550, there's a 600. Which one do you feel works well in this room? And
so if I'm up there then, what's the quickest way of doing it with the tape?
Quickest way with the tape view, showing the client, you know, fully plasterboard, where if you're going to cut a sheet, you don't there start marking it, do you? No. You get your tape, set it at 500 like that, and you score like that, don't you? It's the quickest way. Yeah, and the same with doing radiuses. You just say, right, you want a 600 radius, you go on the corner point like that, and you just arc it around like that with your pencil. So, in other words, look how quick it is. There you go, look at that, and I bet that ain't far off, is it? Look at that. Not bad, is it? But it just gives the client an idea, and then if I then just step in 96 mil, sorry Pete, I'm drawing all over. But if you imagine, then you can step in easily 100 mil, because it's only, you know, just to give the client an idea, because a lot of the times client can't picture what they want. And it's just like, obviously us being in this industry, we know things because we deal with it all the time. So the more information you can give them is then gives them a better informed choice. They then feel part of the actual process, you know? Okay. Hey guys, how you doing? So it's Monday. We had a great week last week, got a lot done, and we had a couple of variations. One of them was this curved wall here. We've done a plywood gusset at the bottom, plywood gusset at the top up here as a template to obviously form the curve. Well, actually, Pete did a really good, cool job of it. And then we've done then the other radius here. You can see that we've used ply at the bottom here, ply at the top, that forms our curve. Then put all the relevant 4x2 in. One thing that you've got to remember as you then throw it around, this last timber always needs to be shaped a little bit. Only a small amount needs to come off it, but it then actually then works and makes the plasterboard curve round a little bit smoother. Don't ever just rely on the corner edge. And then what we're now doing is we're working on getting the stud works up and then creating the room spaces. This is the second bedroom. We've got this wall up this morning within a couple of hours that's in. Now you're probably looking at it thinking, well, we put double sole plates in. The reason being is these ceiling heights, we couldn't get the right size timbers. So what we're doing is put a double sole plate in. It means that we can then use 4.8s and get two lengths out of one timber, so it's a lot more cost effective. We've got this all in here now. I don't know where you guys, this is how I always do my corners. I always put a piece of 4x2 here, a bit of 4x2 here, and then I put a bit of 4x2 then on edge here, and it creates a nice solid corner. I will actually then nog it out, all of this. Anything that's over 2.6 near 2.5, I always then do central noggins through, so you can actually see here Pete starting to do these, or stagger the noggins as well. It's just quicker and easier to put in. And then we're going to be moving on to this wall here. We're going to get this wall up. The doorway is going to come in here. It's going to line through with this doorway here, so when you walk into the hallway they look nice and even. And then we'll get this up. We're then going to work on this today, Pete, aren't we? Yep. We're going to get it across to here. It will then finish here, the stud work. We've then got 8x2 coming across here because we've got to get the toilet cages in them, and then we've got 8x2 going over there, across there, joined to this curved wall. We've got 8x2 coming across here. This wall here will be taken out because this will just be a walkway through from floor to ceiling. That's what the client now wants, not a doorway. So it's going to look really cool, isn't it, mate? This is going to be a huge walk-in wardrobe, which will be really nice as well. Somebody did put a message in the comments down below saying, how do you look at doing additional work for clients? And I said, everything has to be billable, doesn't it, guys? Because when you have your quotation, everything that you above and beyond that quotation has to be billed out. If you can help the client out a little bit, then fine, but you know, I don't do that until the very end of the job when we look at it and think, okay, the variations, can we do a little bit for the client? But You've got to make sure you're always covering your costs, guys. So anyway, we can crack on now. Because the two walls are offset, we can't use them as points. So we're going to use Pete's lovely blue square. And then that's the, do you want me to get 2 bits of 4x2, Pete? There you go, mate. They're going there, mate. You want to flip it the other way so the longer edge go? See what that's like? Oh, Pete! Me and Pete do it again. Boom, there then. That's it.
Tony, do you know how much you're shouting?
Am I shouting? What you say? Okay, mate.
Okay, Tony, let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, great.
Oh, I need my glasses, Pete. Sorry. Can't see what I'm looking at. It's got a slight bow to it, as all they do, so I've used the bow. So when it comes to nogging it out, it just makes it easier. Always make sure the bow's going that way on the line. If the line is true like that, I always make sure the bow's this way. I don't put the bow the other way. Oh my God! Two, 4, 10. 2, 4, 10.
I'm shouting.
So that's going to be vermiculite. So we've had an amazing day today, really pleased with where we're at. I mean, I think there was just one wall when we came in earlier today, and today we've absolutely smashed it out. We've got all the rest of the ensuite. This is the actual ensuite inside here. Doorway, we've just got to chop the bottom of where the timber is, and then that's going to come through here. The bath's going to go in here, the walk-in shower is going to be here, toilet over there, and then you'll come out of the ensuite. This is the lovely sized bedroom the guys have got now, and then walk into a walk-in wardrobe here. Look at that. I mean, that's just absolutely beautiful. We're going to decide where we're going to put the door coming into the main bedroom, but if we pull it back here somewhere like this, it just means the doorway doesn't come into the bedroom. It just gives you this wow factor straight away, doesn't it? A lovely curved wall. It's a great shout by the clients, putting the curved walls in on the landing and actually into the main bedroom. Really softens everything, so I'm really pleased. So, but between us, we've absolutely cracked it today. So awesome. See you later, guys.